Today, what I want to do is talk to you guys about how healing is actually triggered. Because today, not too many people understand this. And what I'm about to go over is very, very deep. It's very profound. And if you actually understand this and practice this on a day to day basis, you'll actually start to heal. Because I know a lot of people that come to me, they've been doing healing, some type of healing practice for a very, very, very long time. And unfortunately, not much progress is actually made. So, I'm about to go over it. This is about to be deep. So, follow me. Healing is triggered by conscious non resistance. I say that again. Healing is triggered by conscious non resistance. Now, what does this mean? A lot of times people think when they do some type of healing practice, they have to go into a very, very quiet room, quiet place, be in a safe space, be with a therapist, go to a healing retreat. And they believe because they have generally a well experience, a fun experience, an experience that actually feels good to some degree, they believe because they had that experience, they're healed. And then unfortunately, they go back out into real life and maybe they feel good for maybe 2 or 3 days, but they go right back to their old pattern. And they don't understand why they spend all this money, they spend all this time meditating, doing mantras, doing yoga, doing therapy, doing ayahuasca ceremonies, doing all of these healing modalities, and they never actually get better. And the reason why they don't get better is because they never triggered healing. Now, again, what is healing? Healing is triggered by conscious non resistance. What does this mean? Well, first of all, in order for you to heal, you need a trigger. Today it's 2026. Everybody's trying to avoid their triggers. Anything that bothers them or disturbs them, they try to avoid it. You hear it today on social media. You hear people talk about setting boundaries, avoiding toxic people, avoiding toxic media, avoiding toxic situations. But what they don't realize, this quote toxic, is actually the thing that could trigger you to actually heal. So what you have to do is you actually have to go into the world and notice when you get triggered. Don't avoid your triggers. Notice when you get triggered. And when you get triggered, learn to not resist it and be conscious of it. So I'll give you an example. What is an example of healing? An example of healing, I always talk about this because it's 2026 and particularly in the United States, we're politically charged. Healing takes place when you could sit across the table from somebody else that has a different political opinion from you and be aware when the person is speaking, being aware when you're getting disturbed. When you're getting disturbed, you'll notice it. The person's talking across from you, you'll start to feel it. Now, whether you actually feel it, I always talk about this in the body, somatically. You feel it. You feel tension in your jaw. You feel your throat clench. You feel your chest tighten up. You feel your stomach start to get like a little woozy. What you have to do is not resist it. Be conscious of it. Again, healing is triggered under conscious non-resistance, meaning you're conscious of it and you're not resisting the resistance. Because right now, that person across from you is your chance. Use that person as a chance to actually heal. Because the reason why you're getting disturbed is because you have blockages within you. This is why a lot of us, we don't ever heal, because we're avoiding situations that could actually heal us. We don't want to go into the tough situations. Now, I understand. At first, maybe you need to get away, go to a safe spot, avoid toxic people, so to speak. However, you can't do that forever. You can't do that forever. You can't avoid these toxic people. You can't avoid these bad situations. Life is messy. So you have to learn, if you actually want to heal, you have to learn to use life to actually heal you. Life is your greatest teacher. So what you got to do is realize, okay, today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to know this when I get triggered. And you're getting triggered all the time. The only problem is you're not conscious of it. Another example of being triggered. Like right now, I could be walking down the street. I'm walking and maybe I see an attractive person. Girl, beautiful girl, red dress. And all of a sudden I see her and I notice a disturbance within me. This disturbance could be good or bad, by the way. But I notice that I see the girl in the red dress. She's walking towards me. I feel a funny sensation. What I'm gonna want to do, my ego is gonna want to take over and try to fix myself. Either I'm gonna try to impress her, put my shoulders back, maybe try to talk to her, speak with a very, very deep voice, try to smooth myself out. Or if I'm scared of attractive people, I'm gonna try to avoid them. What I should be doing instead is just notice that there's resistance coming up within me. There's a disturbance coming up. Become conscious of it and don't resist it. Allow the funniness, allow the awkwardness, allow the trigger to just be there. Now, where is the trigger? I always talk about this. It's in the body, it's in the physiology. It's in your face, it's in your head, it's in your chest, it's in your stomach. You have to be aware of when you're getting triggered. But today, for some reason, 2026, people want their triggers. People want the world outside of themselves to be fixed. They don't actually want to fix themselves. This is why nobody ever gets healed, because a lot of the healing industry talks about avoiding toxic people. They want the world to change. They don't actually want to change themselves. Now, how do you actually change yourself? Again, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. Meaning, know this when you're getting triggered. Like right now, there's a couple of times, I'm about 7 minutes into the video, there's a couple of times where I could feel myself getting triggered. I'm like, oh, should I restart the video? I noticed that maybe I lost my train of thought. Maybe I'm not making sense. Oh my gosh, should I put this out? When I notice that begin to happen, all I have to do is be conscious of it. And me making this video, by the way, is a chance for me to actually heal. What am I healing from? Judgment from others, perfectionism. There's a big need for us. A lot of us have to heal today because a lot of us actually care what other people think to such a degree that we'll avoid doing things, we'll avoid going for it because we care about what other people think. It's crazy. So what you got to do is, again, know this. When you're getting triggered, and we're getting triggered, we're getting disturbed, we're getting distracted, our minds are drifting all the time. You have to bring it back and notice, oh my God, I'm triggered, I'm disturbed. Stay with it. Be conscious of it. Don't resist it. This is my chance. Blockages are coming up within me. And if you continue to stick with it and don't resist it, just be conscious of it. Breathe with it. Allow it to be there. Remember, this is resistance. What are we trying to heal from? Resistance, blockages, triggers, disturbances. Allow it to be there. When you allow it to be there and you accept it, you'll notice that this energy, like I notice right now, I'm not triggered no more. I'm not bothered. I kind of allowed that energy to flow. Before I was thinking, oh my God, what if this video is dumb? I don't think that way no more. I don't feel that no more. It did at the beginning of the video, but now I feel like I'm in rhythm. And because I'm in rhythm, it's actually starting to feel good. So there's a piece of me that let go of that chunk, that cared whether or not this video is going to be good. I'm not attached to this video anymore. Because at the beginning, I could feel my ego. So as soon as I start the camera, I could feel my ego say, all right, make sure you say the right thing. Make sure you started off strong. Make sure you sound cool. Make sure you sound certain. That's what my ego is doing at the beginning. I notice I'm being triggered because my ego cares about the way this video is going to turn out. But now because I didn't resist it. I allowed myself to fumble a little bit. I allowed my brain to get on track. I allowed myself to find the proper words. I got into rhythm. I'm in flow now. I feel really, really good. I actually feel more uplifted. I feel more charged now than I did at the beginning of the video. And because I'm in rhythm, I want to keep going. But this is how you heal. So a simple way to heal for you guys watching, if you want to try it, try taking out your phone and try talking about a topic that bothers you. Talk about a situation to your camera. Start describing it. And as you describe, let's say let's talk about the driver in front of you that cut you off. And how the driver in front of you is an asshole because they cut you off, they didn't put their blinker on, and it almost caused you to get into an accident. And as you're talking about it, notice the triggers coming up as you talk about it. And what I want you to do, don't resist it. Remember, when is healing triggered? By conscious non-resistance. By conscious non-resistance, because a lot of us are unconscious when our triggers come. So the minute, for a lot of us, when our triggers come up, we go unconscious. The triggers tend to take over. The triggers, the disturbances tend to control us. For instance, if I see a person I don't like walking this way, a lot of times I'll unconsciously just avoid the person. Or if you're the fighter type, maybe you'll like try to be more confrontational. You try to be more aggressive. You have to realize that, oh, I'm not doing this right now. My trigger is. So again, when is healing taking place? Remember, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. Don't resist. Please practice this. And this is a great exercise, trying to free flow a video. Because when I started this video, at the beginning, when I hit the camera, my girlfriend's actually in front of me right now. She's about 20 feet in front of me. She's listening to music with her headphones. She said, what are you going to talk about? Because I told her I wanted to make a video. She said, what are you going to talk about? I said, I don't know. I'm going to just hit the camera. And whatever comes up, I'm just going to say, what's going on, everybody, today? And whatever comes out of my mouth, I'm going to go with it. And when I started off the video, I could feel my triggers, my anxiety start to come up. And it's cool that I'm learning how to do this. So you guys could do the exact same thing. Take out your phone and just start talking. And actually, if you're brave enough, if you have the courage, choose to post it on social media. Choose to post it on social media. Why not? Notice what happens if you make a video and you decide to post it on social media, a video that's not polished. Notice the resistance that's going to come up. Watch the video. Notice how you judge yourself. Notice how you get triggered by watching yourself. Like, oh my God, I sound dumb. I sound horrible. I sound stupid. Why would I say that? Look at the face I made. Like, even right now, I'm looking at my mustache. Like, why do I look like this? Notice it. Notice the trigger. Notice the disturbance. Don't resist it. And then notice what happens when you try to post it. It's stuff that's going to come up. You're going to get disturbed. You're going to get triggered. What do? Don't resist this. Don't resist it. Remember, again, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. Notice what happens if you make a video and you post it and a negative comment pops up. I get them all the time. Right now, between my 3 pages, there's a lot of followers. There's a lot of comments. And I see negative comments all the time. Every time I see a negative comment, that's my chance to heal. Because why? Because I'm being triggered. If I'm being triggered, I just don't resist it. I allow it to be there. I don't ever respond back. I don't ever respond back to a negative comment. I don't care. I don't have to care about it. That comment doesn't define me. However, that negative comment does help me heal. Because again, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. So what am I asking you to do? Practice. You're getting triggered all the time. I'm telling you. Notice when you have an impulse. A great example of this is like when you get hungry. For a lot of people, as soon as they get a little bit hungry, that hunger starts to control you. You go unconscious. Notice that, oh, I'm hungry. And don't resist the hunger. Allow the hunger, allow the pain to be there. Notice when you gotta pee. All of a sudden, an urge comes up, I gotta pee. Don't just go with it right away. Don't go, oh, I gotta pee, and then run off to the bathroom. Notice, like, oh, I gotta pee. And allow yourself to be with the urge, be with the feeling, be with the sensation. Because again, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. And that's all it is, man. You can't go to these retreats and go into a safe environment for the rest of your life. You can't avoid, quote, toxic people. You can't avoid bad situations. Now, you could be smart about it. You could be smart about it. But a lot of people are in safety mode all the time. They're trying to avoid situations. It's a horrible way to live. Like, people are always trying to protect their energy. That's a very, very popular term right now on social media. Protect your energy. Well, I'm here to tell you, energy is not meant to be protected. Energy is meant to flow. Now, the physical body is meant to be protected, but your energy is not meant to be protected. Because if you talk to somebody and they disturb you, the reason why they disturb you is because you have resistance. You have blockages within you that you need to work through. Now, most people, they don't want to do this. They don't want to hear this. They just want to complain about the other person because the other person is obviously bad, and they're not. But they're never going to heal. They're never going to be clear. They're never going to feel inspiration, motivation, drive, inspiration, love, happiness, peace. They're never going to feel that. They're just going to constantly complain. And you know these people. You're around them all the time. Constantly complaining about everybody else, but who? Themselves. So if you're one of the few people that actually want to heal, realize, when does healing take place? Healing is triggered by what? Conscious non-resistance. Say it with me. Healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. Say, I'm not going to resist no more. I'm not going to resist. The only thing I need to protect is my physical body. My energy doesn't need to be protected. My energy is meant to flow. Things that bother me, heal me. Things that disturb me, help me heal. And I'm going to work through these disturbances, work through these triggers. That way, eventually, I'll feel more light. I'll feel more energy. I'll feel more love. I won't feel drained. Because a lot of us are walking around tired, drained, exhausted. And we don't know why. Because we're carrying too much. What are we carrying? Blockages. What are these blockages? I've talked about this in the previous video. It's our preferences. What are our preferences? It's how we believe the outside world is supposed to behave. I have a joke. I say our nervous system, our body, our mind, our ego believes it's God. We believe we get to decide how everybody else is supposed to be. Well, I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. You're never going to get the world the way you want. And until you accept that, you're never going to be free. So if you want to be free, work on this stuff. Again, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. If you work on this today, I promise you, by the end of the day, you'll feel a lot lighter. You'll feel more ease, more peace, more clarity, more frequency, more abundance, more love, more spontaneity. And maybe one day you'll be somebody who is actually worth being around. Because for a lot of people, they hate people, they don't like being around other people, they complain about others, they're, quote, negative. I don't really call people negative no more because I realize if somebody actually bothers me or disturbs me, all they're doing is stimulating the blockages within me. I work with a lot of people every single day. I'm around a lot of, quote, perceived negative people. And whenever I feel some type of resistance towards this person, I work with it as best as I can. As best as I can. So, again, healing is triggered by conscious non-resistance. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, and you made it this far, as always, leave any feedback in the comment section below. Peace.